From getting chased by katana-wielding man, to finding out your stalker tried to break into your house.
Then he showed up trying to break into my house.
My name's Ryan, and here are 9 cases where streamers had to face terrifying stalkers. Starting with Sweet Anita, who was stalked by an unhinged fan for over a year. On November 9, 2019, Sweet Anita revealed on Twitter that a guy who was stalking her was detained by police. But despite having a knife on him, he was let go with just a warning. The stalker was caught and detained last night. He had a knife on him. After taking my screenshots, recordings, a witness statement of the assault from me and a friend, and having his confession to harassing me, he's been released with a caution. This made her fans worried for his safety. Holy, that is terrifying. I'm sorry you're having to go through this, Anita, with some even suggesting she get a gun just in case. There are ways you can go about getting a gun, which shouldn't be posted online considering your local PD is watching you. I can only hope you're looking into it. You're brave for living in a country where self-defense is illegal and assault is encouraged. However, the situation became a lot more dire with their next tweet stating, "He has also gone from planning a short visit to my town to moving to a place 4 minutes from me permanently. I'm very used to the lack of protection from the police at this point. I guess I'll have to get used to seeing him around too." And she was unfortunately correct about seeing him around.
So he was sleeping in my back garden, watching my house. He was waiting for me to come out. Sometimes I'd walk past my front door and there'd just be eyes through the letterbox watching.
No.
I'm not kidding. He would constantly threaten to kill me in front of everyone on my stream, and he'd come into my chat and he'd be like, "I'm coming over now. It's gonna happen. You're gonna die and everyone's going to see."
He slept in her back garden? That is the most sickening thing I've ever heard. This went on for another 6 months. But then in April of 2020, things took an even darker turn.
Because he waited outside my house, followed me into a shop, then waited for me outside the shop, and when I told him to leave me alone and asked if he had a knife, he didn't respond. When I said, "Are you gonna let me walk home alone?" he said yes, and then when I went across the road, he started chasing and...
Fortunately, there were other people around to save Anita from getting killed on the spot by this crazed man.
The people from the shop charged out, grabbed hold of him and pinned him down while I went and, went through this gate and went home, and they held the gate closed so he couldn't get past them, and he was trying to push them out the way and actually fighting with them to get to me.
He was arrested again, and with the help of eyewitnesses, Anita was able to successfully press charges. He has been arrested and convicted of stalking. He's been told to pack his things and banned from entering my town. There is a restraining order and suspended sentence of 2 months in prison. I really hope that he honors this and I will finally be safe. However, even this wasn't the end of Anita's troubles, as after serving his 2 months in prison, he came back in July and started sending death threats to the streamer, stating things like, "I'll kill you soon, I'll go to your house the next time you are going to die, and I'm here right now and I'll be at your house in 15 minutes and everything is going to happen live on stream." Anita tried to get the police involved, but that did not work out well either.
He threatened to kill me on stream. He said, "I'll be there in 15 minutes. And they didn't turn up for 30 minutes. And even then, they didn't actually turn up. What they did was ring me back after 30 minutes to explain why they weren't going to do anything to help me.
Call us when you die. That's basically what the police response was to this girl. After nearly a year of harassing Anita online and in person, the stalker finally gave up and stopped pursuing her. However, the same can't be said about Eligato's stalker, who didn't stop until he was arrested by the police. In 2021, the Japanese streamer Eligato was IRL live streaming the Shibuya Halloween festival with a friend, when suddenly, this fun stream turned into a nightmare. Out of nowhere, a guy with a katana started following her around.
Why is this guy following us? Why is he following us? Let's go this way. Oh god. Oh god.
You can hear how uncomfortable / scared she is by her laugh. Ellie tried to make him stop by going into a more crowded area of the festival, but this guy was determined to stalk her for as long as possible.
He's like fully running and following us.
And he wasn't subtle about his intentions either, since when Ellie started running for her life, he began chasing her at full speed.
Oh shit, he's running, he's running, he's running!
This is absolutely disgusting. What a creep. Luckily, she eventually came across a kind man who noticed that she was being stalked and offered to help.
This guy has noticed. He's gonna help us go to police. そうそうそう。知ったから。警察に来て。
He accompanied Ellie and her friend to the police station and got the stalker arrested.
ありがとうございます。
Aw, that guy that helped him is a hero. The good news is that Ellie's stalker didn't come back after getting arrested. However, we can't say the same about Amaranth, whose biggest stalker is still after her to this day. It all started on June 7, 2022, when Amaranth revealed on Twitter that someone had been stalking her since May 8th. Now, Amaranth has seen her fair share of creeps over the years, but what made this particular individual so terrifying was just how dedicated he was.
There was a guy from Estonia who had convinced himself that he was going to marry me. He had sold all of his possessions back in Estonia, even his house, even sold his cat, or did something with his cat, got rid of it. And he brought just like himself, I guess some clothes, and like a saxophone case, because he played saxophone, to America, and was just streaming himself trying to find me.
She also clarified her reason for taking this so seriously on Twitter, stating, "The reason I'm taking this so seriously is because he has professed that he has sold all his worldly possessions." Things got even worse when someone in his chat gave Amaranth's address, leading to him showing up at her house.
Then he showed up trying to break into my house, and so he was trying to like get into the house. He would try to open the doors, try to like go around to the windows, like tap on the windows, trying to find a way to get in, because he felt like he was there and that I was gonna be his wife.
That's so mortifying. I'm sorry you have to deal with such a horrid situation. The creep somehow came back like Palpatine, and this time tried to sneak into her house, only to meet the same outcome as his last attempt.
Called the police on him, and this time they arrested him actually.
However, even getting arrested twice wasn't enough to make this man stop, as he was still trying to get her attention as recently as August of 2024. This would be scary AF knowing you have a stalker, and I wish Amaranth the best. An obsessed fan flying miles to stalk a streamer is nothing new, and tons of streamers are always at risk to these dangerous encounters in real life. But dangerous encounters to everyone can also happen online, which is why I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Incogni. You see, the problem with being online is that your data is always at risk to data breaches. If you've ever wondered how spammers get your email, phone number, or other personal information, the reason why is because there's an entire market out there where your information is bought and sold. And this market puts you at risk of so many problems, including the risk of identity theft, scams, and stalking. But this is how Incogni puts an end to these problems. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf and requests personal data removal. If any of these data brokers push back, Incogni will continue to push them to delete all your data from these lists. The whole process is automated, and you get access to this dashboard which will update you on the progress. With the family and friends plan, you can add up to 4 members to your subscription, meaning they benefit from the same exact service you do. So take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code RyanPictures at the link in the description or comment and get 60% off an annual plan. Best of all, Incogni is risk-free for 30 days, meaning you can get a full refund if you aren't happy with the service. Now back to the video. Valkyrie was also a victim of stalking when a fan flew miles to see her in real life. She recounted the incident on the Anthony Padilla show when he asked her about the most bizarre fan interaction she's ever had. Apparently, a crazy fan flew from another state to California and showed up at the 100 Thieves compound in hopes of meeting up with Ray.
What has been your most bizarre fan interaction?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this actually happened kind of recently. So I have a crazy fan that actually flew in from out of state, went to the 100 Thieves compound. They warned me that this guy was looking for me.
Fortunately, she wasn't at the compound at the time, but this stalker fan was still insistent on meeting with her and tried to wait outside the compound for her to arrive. Seeing his obsessive behavior, the other creators at the compound realized that he could be dangerous for Ray, so they called the cops who took him away for trespassing. However, instead of putting his creepy ambitions to rest and going back home, he came up with the strangest idea.
He ended up staying at the airport for multiple days and recording videos of himself saying like, I'm not leaving until Ray picks me up. Like, I know that she wants to see me. And it's like really crazy.
Have you interacted with this person before?
No, don't know who this guy is. Just like, if she goes to Coachella without me, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Yikes, some people are so creepy. It's scary that so many streamers have to deal with this. This fan was clearly mentally unwell. What made this super obvious was the fact that he somehow convinced himself that Ray was the one who wanted to see him in the first place.
And I'm just sad that like she wanted me to fly out here and she's not even coming to like pick me up.
He got it in his head that you wanted him to fly out?
I genuinely think he had like real mental issues. I've never interacted with this person in my life.
The thing that saved Ray from having to confront this delusional fan herself was the support of her friends at the 100 Thieves compound. Sadly, Ginny TTY was completely alone in a foreign country when she had to face a faceless stalker. In April of 2023, Korean streamer Ginny TTY decided to walk around the whole island of Taiwan and stream her entire journey. The first 2 days of this challenge went smoothly. However, some fans were extremely worried for her safety since she was traveling alone while constantly streaming her current location. The amount of stream sniping would be quite insane, I think. And sure enough, on day 3, Ginny encountered a terrifying threat, an obsessed stalker. About an hour and 20 minutes into the stream, Ginny came across a mysterious man across the road from her. This man was dressed from head to toe in black clothes and was even covering his face with black fabric like a discount mall ninja. Ginny initially dismissed him as just another walker.
Another walker.
But as the stream went on, it became clear that this man was a lot more dangerous. Around 2 hours into the stream, Ginny decided to take a break from walking in a roadside cafe. She spent about an hour and a half at this place. By this point, she had forgotten about the mysterious man. But the craziest thing happened when she left the cafe.
The guy in dark clothes. Oh, he's there. He's there. Do you see him?
At this point, it was very clear that he was stalking Ginny. What's especially creepy to think about is that there is a high probability he had earbuds in, listening to the stream, and was fully aware of everything being said about him. After some time of just walking close to Ginny, he even tried to hide in some bushes, likely to do a surprise attack on Ginny.
Like, what the hell is going on? 그러니까 아까부터 계속 따라와. Did he hide in the bush? Did he hide in the bush?
What's crazy is most people that stalk genuinely believe they aren't being creepy and weird while stalking. Luckily, before anything disastrous could happen, Ginny was approached by a reporter who was looking to interview her about her journey across Taiwan. She told the reporter about the stalker.
Following, yes. But he hasn't done anything. Did he get up? He did. He got up.
Leading to him getting exposed on national TV.
身穿黑衣黑裤，男子鬼鬼祟祟在对街紧跟。7月妹25号从
And Taiwanese people weren't happy with his behavior, with one person calling him a national disgrace. After following Ginny for over 4 hours, the stalker finally got arrested when one of Ginny's Taiwanese viewers contacted the police.
Something. Oh, there's a police officer. Oh, well, I think someone called police. Thank you. Stop following. Can you?
And apparently, he wasn't cooperating with the cops, resulting in him getting tied down to a hospital stretcher. 4 hours to stalk someone. I don't dare to imagine what might have happened if Ginny was offline. Sadly, this wasn't the only incident of a streamer getting stalked in Taiwan. The male fitness streamer Spochi had to face a creepy fan in November of last year as well. Spochi's streams are all about fitness, self-care, and all-around positive vibes, which is why fans were in utter shock when, out of nowhere, his stream got interrupted by an unsettling stalker.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, everyone, want to meet my stalker? My stalker is right here, follow me. Look. There he is. I told you guys, followed me and... There you are, guys.
Some viewers are horrified by this. I hope he is alright, stalkers are no joke. While others were just in awe of this stalker's bold fashion choices. Stalking someone in fluorescent clothing, can it really be called stalking? After getting introduced to Spochi's chat, the stalker guy kept staring at him and then decided to make himself at home.
Live on the stream, my stalker has followed me into the Family Mart. You guys didn't believe me?
Spochi later explained the full scope of the situation. Apparently, the guy had been stalking him for over 4 months and even had a restraining order.
I've got a restraining order in the kitchen.
No, I don't think you have a restraining order. For real?
Yeah, it's a legit one.
Though when asked why he didn't do anything to confront the man in the store, Spochi had a surprisingly reasonable answer.
We've got a person who's extremely mentally unhealthy, who's stalking me. As a result, I'm able to remain calm in the situation. If I was like, fuck this guy, there's people who would get very frustrated by it and go and punch him. It's assault. I would lose. I'm a foreigner in a foreign country where I can't speak the language. I'm going to end up in the bad books. I'm going to look like the bad one, punching a mentally disabled person.
Luckily, the stalker also kept his distance and didn't get physical with Spochi, which is a luxury that, tragically, wasn't afforded to the streamer I'm Jasmine. During an IRL stream in Japan in September of 2020, Jasmine came face to face with a crazy stalker. He first tried to get her attention and talk to her.
Okay. Bye. Okay, bye. I feel like I don't understand. You understand the same thing.
However, when she tried to ignore him to focus on the stream, he immediately got physical and started inappropriately touching her in broad daylight.
I don't get it. He's so no, whoa, man, stop. Stop. Yo, stop it. No, just don't touch it. Bye.
Bruh, it's like he's never seen a female before. Disgusting. But this was only the beginning of her troubles. She kept asking him to stop and tried to leave, but he kept following her around.
Yo, man, you're following me? Oh my god. Okay, bye. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is literally my life. Like, I don't understand. He understands. Oh my god, man. I gotta go. Stop following me.
Thankfully, a perfectly timed donation to play a scream sound effect managed to scare the stalker away, allowing her to take refuge in a convenience store. I feel so bad for her. Whoever donated that scream deserves to be known as a hero. She did manage to get away safely, but this whole experience left her shaken to her core, even resulting in her completely breaking down a few moments later.
Leave me alone, like... what the fuck?
And while Jasmine was out in public, Trisha and a Birdie's incident showed that streamers are not safe from crazy stalkers even in their own homes. On the 23rd of February of 2021, the professional chef streamer was busy preparing a delicious meal on stream, when suddenly, something caught her attention behind the camera.
What's wrong? What?
Trisha was visibly shaken from whatever was going on, and the viewers could hear some people shouting at each other in the background. A few moments later, she also ended the stream, leaving fans to wonder what happened. But soon after, she explained the whole situation on Twitter. Had to end stream. A crazy person broke into her house and tried to come at me. I'm fine, the cops have been called, and my roommates are standing in between him and I. Sorry for worrying everyone. This is actually insane though, I'm shaking still. A couple hours later, she also posted a video of the deranged stalker climbing up on the dining table and arguing with her roommates.
Do not touch people, please.
So why did this man decide to break into Trisha's house mid-stream? To harass her or fulfill a sick fantasy of his? The answer is a lot more outlandish than you might think. In his own words, he just wants to play some board games with the people in that house.
So could we please have
Please sit down.
I want to play someone in one of these games. I touched on my rights.
Can we please just calm down? Sit down.
Out loud in English.
If you will sit down and have a calm discussion.
Use your voice. Can I play a game?
And as hilarious as this is, it also showed that the stalker was most likely under the influence and things could have got a whole lot worse. Imagine if she didn't have roommates. That is scary. Thank goodness people were there. Her brave roommates managed to hold the terrifying stalker off until the police arrived and removed him from Trisha's house. But unlike Trisha, who was the one being stalked, the next person actually saved another person on stream from a stalker. Rob CD is an Australian IRL streamer who's currently living in Tokyo, and over the years, he's earned the nickname of the Angel of Shibuya for saving the lives of so many women. In 2020, a clip of him went viral when he was streaming at nighttime in Japan, when all of a sudden, something completely unexpected happened. A random girl claimed that they were friends to the guy she was talking with.
Big. Look, it's scuffed there and there.
my friend.
Hi. Yeah.
What looked like her boyfriend was actually a stalker who was following her and harassing her. So she used the "my friend is here" excuse to scare him away. And gladly, it worked perfectly.
Sorry.
Good to see you. It's alright. Have a good night, man.
Hi.
See you.
Where from?
Australia.
Australia. Wow.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
So, now is it fair?
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, fine. See you, man.
Okay. See you.
Have a good night. No problem.
After he left, the girl was extremely thankful and explained that she had just come to Japan a couple days ago.
You're welcome.
Very afraid in Japan. Kind of my trips. Yeah, 2 days ago in Japan.
Yeah.
Come in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you in danger?
Yes, pretty dangerous.
Since this incident, Rob has saved many more men and women from crazy stalkers, earning him the respect of the internet.